Lonnie's Lore. I'm Lani. This is my co-host Mike, and this is my tea, my drama, my lore, my trauma. Yeah. So it was a very long week for both me and Mike.
Yeah, it was. It's been a week for sure.
It's like week that never ended.
Yeah,
It was a
it
week
doesn't
that
help that like
never ends.
January consistently like is always a decade and a half. But
I know. I don't know if it's just because like tying loose ends from the previous year and then everything else catching up to you. It just kind of like all hits you at once and it's
yeah,
heavy.
yeah, because everybody's trying to turn over a new leaf for the new year, get their physical, mental all set up for 2026, and yeah, just like you had said, might be carryover or something.
I don't know. I don't really do. We've talked about that before. I don't do New Year's resolutions and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, I think this is like the first year where I haven't. Because like I had said too, like this time last year, I was getting my VA benefits all set up. So at this point, I was waiting for all of the back pay to come through. Like I'm like within the last 90 days of being in my sober home. So yeah, I was kind of like I had things to do for last year, but now this year it's kind of like, eh,
me,
yeah,
me.
yeah, exactly that.
Yeah, it's been a weird January. That's for sure. It's been a very long January.
Yeah, yep,
I feel like I need a vacation from my life.
dog. I'm telling you.
Want to sit on a beach somewhere and eat ice creams. Bruh, we had so I made Mike have try the a Sonic. You can get a slush cream float, but you don't have them blend it. Just have them like plop it in there, dollop it in there, and you can like distribute your ice cream to slushy ratio. It's peak, and
Oh
I
my
think I
god.
think I changed his life.
Yeah, I told her I'm like I don't think I'm gonna have this slushy the same way ever again.
It's gas, right?
Or if I just get a slushy, there's not gonna be ice cream in it. But I think that's the only way I have that.
It's good. It's so good.
Yeah, it was really good.
It's like one of my favorite like I don't know childhood treats. A little treat.
Treat.
Yeah, and then I almost like crashed out yesterday because I was like, Michael, I gained weight on the scale. But it's not like because I like work out so much. And he's like, it's muscle. I'm like, prove it.
And then she goes on TikTok, finds a random gym baddie.
I
It's
don't.
like
She's
I
not random. I
told
follow
you.
her.
It's like I told you the same shit that she said.
Girl's like 5'5". She's like 170 pounds, and she's like yoked. And I'm like, goals. And Mike's like, yeah, I told you, like you want a Kim K ass, you got to carry the weight of a Kim K ass. And I was like, so valid.
And then she's like, well, I'm going to diet. I'm like, no, your fucking diet is starving yourself for 3 business days. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I was going to crash out into a crash out diet. So bad. So bad. That's like when I started working out with Courtney and we started going to the gym together and I was like in a calorie deficit still and she's like, you're not going to build muscle being in the deficit that you're in. She's like, you're going to lose weight and you're going to slim, but you are not going to gain any muscle by doing what you're doing. And so I kind of had to realize, because did I ever tell you like I wasn't putting in my calories?
You did.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I wasn't including my workouts.
Yep. Towards
So
the very beginning of
when I
this.
did the math, I was only consuming somewhere between like I think it was like 600 calories a day.
Yeah, you were telling me that like right before that whole Nebraska situation happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were telling me all that. And I'm like, because we were just being friends, so like I didn't really know like how much shit I was talking, but I would stare at my phone. I'm like, are you fucking dead ass?
I'm just a girl. Yeah, I had no idea that like, what I was doing was like, if I would have done it long term, could have like destroyed my metabolic rate.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
bad.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
So thankfully, I had people that were like, yeah, don't do that. That's not healthy or good for you or any of that shit.
Yep.
So, but yeah, better now. Getting there.
She's getting there.
I'm getting those gains.
She's getting the
My mom
gains.
I don't know. My mom gives me backhanded compliments though, because like she like compliment sandwiches it, where she's like, oh, your butt looks great. Like, see, like, cause I finally see you're getting, like, you're rounding out again. And blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, thanks, Mom. Like, hell yeah, I got bubble butt. And then she, like, will turn around, though, and also be like, I know what it was. She was talking about my arms. She goes, she's, because I'm showing her, like, showing her, I don't remember, we were showing her something. And then she was looking at my arms, and I was like, yeah, you see that bicep? You see that? You see, like, just totally being a gym douchebag, just being like, look at my bicep, Mom. You want to feel it? You want to feel it? You like that? Look what I can do. And she's like, she goes, you have really big arms. And I was like, Mom. And she's like, you have your father's arms. I'm like, Mother. And she's just proceeding to, like, bully me about my fucking arms.
Didn't she say something about your triceps too?
Yeah, dude.
Still fucking.
She goes like this, and like I was like, okay, something like this, and she goes over here, and she like, you do it, and then she goes me. I'm like, Mother. I was like, you're gonna give me a fucking complex. Why do you do that? And then I flex, and then she goes, oh, see, when you flex, it's not that bad. And I'm like,
rude.
It's like, I'm gonna get these guns so big, woman. You fucking smack yourself in the face next time you try to do that. Like, she's like, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like everyone's like first bully definitely is probably like their parent more than likely.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
In that discussion.
Yeah, I talked about that last night. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Out of pocket. My mom thinks she's like super like fit because she's very flexible. She's very limber.
Yeah.
And I'm like, ma'am, she asked me to fucking open a container of apple juice for her the other day.
Brother.
And then she wanted to talk shit because I couldn't get it on the first try. Because I had chicken fingers because I was eating. And then she was like, open this. And I'm over here like, because I didn't want to like clean my fingers. Because I'm like,
what were you doing?
Yeah. Look, I haven't done that in a hot minute, okay? It's been a long time. Luigi's Haunted Mansion up here. Anyways, so chicken fingers, and I couldn't get the apple juice container open because I didn't want to like firmly grasp it. So
firmly grasp it.
Anyways, just wanted to give me a hard time about that, and I was like, rude. But firmly grasp it. I gotta get comfortable.
We were at Spencer's right before this, and they had a whole bunch of SpongeBob shirts, and I was reading all the Patrick quotes. I'm pretty sure the manager was like, "You saying those in your voice in that voice is even better." I'm like, "You have to,"
because he was doing it in Patrick's voice. It was like a whole ass vibe.
You have to.
Did you see all the jewelry they had that was like SpongeBob themed?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't have my
Chi-Chi ring is literally Patrick Star.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Your Uno Chi-Chi ring?
Mm-hmm. I know. I gotta go get my other Chi-Chi done. I'm over here like playing with my tit. Like,
do I need to leave you alone with the camera?
Yeah.
I'll leave him alone with you guys.
It's how the OnlyFans page starts.
Yay, dude! I knew. You know what's surprising? I always get surprised when I find out certain people have OnlyFans or have done OnlyFans.
I'm not surprised at anybody anymore.
Why?
It's like, you do OnlyFans? Cool, man. That's dope.
No, I don't judge.
I don't either. I'm just not surprised.
I'm just like, you have an OnlyFans?
I'm just not
surprised.
Is it current?
Is it current? Because I'm nosy. So I'll be like, if you tell me I have an OnlyFans. Dude, if I find out my mailman had an OnlyFans, I'd be like, what is it?
Like, delivering packages in another way?
I got a package for you. Dude, did you ever watch, like, I'm sure, yeah, I mean, would you ever watch Korn growing up in, like, those, like, corny lines where it's, like, the pizza delivery man and shit?
Yes. That was when they still had the Korn music.
Yeah. You gotta, like, stroke to the beat.
I remember me and my homies, we would purposely find the scrambled channels and turn the volume up.
Oh, my God.
And run.
What do you mean? Like,
we would run. Yeah.
Why?
Because it's just to watch my mom or their parents like freak the fuck out. So funny.
it was like HBO Max or something like
It's
that. That was all
Skinamax.
like, yeah, Skinamax.
Cinemax after
Cinemax.
like 10, 11
No,
o'clock.
mine was on like 24 hours.
No, we had one, and it came standard
Yeah, it
on
was
cable.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then unscramble it, you had to like pay for the
Yeah, you had
subscription.
to order it. Yeah.
But like
No,
you like
ours
sat there and you watched, and every now and then you get like a flash of a titty.
Yeah, it's like
Flash of a
yes, titty.
I know this all because I grew up with 3 older brothers, so like I would know when somebody was doing something. When I turned the TV on, it'd be on that station.
Wait a minute.
Like,
This isn't Nick Jr.
Dude, one time, like I don't give a fuck because I don't talk to any of my like extended family anymore. So if they see this, like, don't give a fuck. But like when I was staying with family one summer as a teenager, and I was in the guest bedroom, and it was like the guest bedroom was on the main floor with like just the kitchen and living room and stuff like that. Everyone else's rooms were like upstairs and stuff. And I had come out of my room at night because I went to go get I was gonna get some water. And I came out of the bedroom, and I had to go like through the living room to get to the kitchen. And one of my cousins was in the living room watching like Cinemax corn, and I like walked in on him, and I was like the way that I like immediately was like, and he was like, "It's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks like." And I was like, "Bro, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good." Because I was like, I'm not about to stand here and have this awkward conversation with you about what I just witnessed, because I did not witness a fucking thing. Okay,
Yep.
I was so mortified, and I like, yeah, he was like, didn't mention. We've never ever after that moment never spoken about that shit ever, and I was like, I have.
Taking
Nope.
it to the grave.
Not, I'm gonna take it to Beyonce's internet, but that's what I said.
It's on Beyonce's internet now.
Well, my extended family, if they ever see this, they can have fun figuring out who that was. But yeah, it was awkward as fuck. So awkward. I also like learned real quick as a kid, don't touch any of the guys like stuff on the floor. Like don't just leave it there. Don't touch it. Even now as an adult, like if I had gone over to a guy's house and like, okay, first of all, that shit, like, I don't judge people. Like if I go over your house and you're a bachelor, I'm not gonna judge you like for how you live, but like, brah, what? Like if you know a girl, if you're talking to someone, you have a lady friend and you're talking to her and you like have intentions of bringing her over to your place, wouldn't you like clean up all the shit off your floor first? Like one would think, but no, these guys don't give a fuck. I mean, good for you. Like live your life, like do you, but like, brah, what? This one time I went over to a guy's house, and we were talking. We went out and had a couple of drinks and stuff like that, and then came back to his house, and like he had the roommates and stuff like that, and his roommates had like dogs, and like I go into his bedroom, and he has just like mounds of clothing everywhere. And I'm like, how do you know what's clean and what's dirty? He's like, oh, I don't know, I just pick it up and smell it. And I was like, are you dead ass right now? And then like his bed, like I am not opposed to animals sleeping in the bed, but bro, when's the last time you washed your sheets? Because it was covered in dog hair, and I was like, I was like, brother.
Ew. Yeah, ew.
Oh no. I was like, I needs to go.
Yeah.
There's just certain things that I just don't like. I said, I don't. It's not like a place of like, oh my god, you're dirty, blah 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 blah.
Right. It's just like hygiene.
Just like basic things like that. Where
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. Someone's gonna love you. It's not me. It's not for me. I'm not judging. I'm just not for me. Wash your sheets, my guy.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
I mean, be so for real, because it's like, dude, if cause like I make my bed every morning when I get up. I cannot leave my house unless my bed is made. And like, granted, like I'll have like every now and then I have like my mound of like paperwork and papers on my nightstand will kind of grow, but like it usually is everything has a spot and everything has a place. I'm not OCD like that doesn't go there, blah, 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 blah. But like I'm a very clean person. Even when I lived with like I had a roommate and I like all that stuff. When I'm very like I like things to be very like clean and organized. So when I go over to guys' houses, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Michael. Yeah, I've seen Michael's
Look,
bedroom.
that's a different story. I'm not actually in there. It's serving as my fucking storage room until I finally get
One
a
of these days
mattress.
he's gonna take a nap and I'm just gonna fucking clean it. I'm gonna go through it because every time I walk past that, it like triggers me where I'm like, I'm this. I don't know. I think that comes from my mom though, where my mom's like very. I think that's also no. I'm not. Hear me out. My mother is very like she's very clean and organized. Like when I was a kid, when we'd have to like she'd be like clean your bathroom, and I clean my bathroom, and then she'd be like it's not good enough, and I'm like what? So like I have that kind of like standard that was like forced into me of like what a certain standard of cleanliness is. But I try not to like impose that on other people because like this is your space, this is your life. Like even when I go over to guys' houses that I like or that I'm interested in or talking to, like I'm not gonna sit there and like be like, oh my god. But like also like if you are trying to like plan for long term with me and you aren't willing, it's not even like that you're not up there. It's like if you're not willing to meet me at that standard of cleanliness, bro, we are never gonna work because I'm not your mama. I'm not gonna be fucking cleaning up after you. Like you gotta like meet me halfway or something, my guy.
All right. All right. All right.
Just saying.
All right.
Just
Okay.
I'm just
I
throwing that out there.
I heard. I'm receiving.
It's all right. We'll get you there. I'm gonna make your cleanliness better, Michael. So then when we meet somebody one of these days, she's gonna be like, "Oh my god!" You're gonna be like, "I have sisters and a best friend who's a girl. I have two best friends that are girls." Because I guarantee you, Sea Bear's house is probably very clean too.
Yeah. Yeah, because she's never in it.
Yeah, she busy. She boss bitch.
And it's just her brother.
I'm a boss ass
I don't even know
bitch,
what her
bitch.
brother does, but
Is he younger or older?
younger. He's my age.
Oh, he's your age.
Mhm.
Is he hot?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna ask her to send me a picture.
I've never seen him.
Like, Sea Bear, send me a fucking. I almost dropped her name. Sea Bear, send me a picture of your brother. Is he hot? I'm just kidding. Sorta.
No, you're not.
You've never been over a girl's house though? It was messy, or you just don't give a shit. You're like, I'm here to beat cheeks. I don't care what the floor looks like.
Yeah, I don't really care.
I think that's most guys. They don't care. Very stoic right now.
Yeah, because
Filing through the memories.
I am. Yeah, I know. The women have always come to my place. So
Huh.
minus delete some stuff. Yeah, because I went to that whole situation in like April or May. She would come here and I would go to her place. But her place was spotless too. Her place was spotless.
Is she like anal about shit too? She like
Yeah, very much so. Very much so. Which kind of, I guess, like makes sense, but yeah.
I try not to say anything though because like with one of my last situations, like we were talking about pet peeves. I like went over to his house one time and like we were talking about pet peeves and I was like, I'm very much like a person of like I don't like to go to bed if there's dishes in the sink just because like for me, I just don't like them fermenting in the sink. But like I tell him I was like, I don't it's your house. You live in it. It's your living space. If it doesn't bug you, don't like, switch it up or anything like that. And he was like, oh well, I'm gonna do the dishes and blah 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 because like you don't like I don't want to like you don't like it. So and I'm like, yeah, but like don't start doing because I feel like that's how resentment is made. You know what I mean? When you start doing things because you think that the other person like start doing things to make the other person happy, not because you want to do it for yourself.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, I don't say anything when by going to people's like living spaces because it's like, yeah, this is how you want to live. That's fine. You live how you want to live and how it's comfortable to you. Like I just live a different lifestyle. That's all.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like I don't judge anyone for all that.
Yeah. She judges me
I
so hard.
don't. I do not.
She's lying to everybody. She's lying to America right now.
Lying to America is
She's
crazy.
lying to
To our
America.
15 subscribers, thank you.
Whatever. Yeah, don't. The backhandedness. I get that now.
No, not backhanded. No. Oh my goodness. So yesterday we were scrolling and I showed you that thing about Jimmy. And I didn't realize that you had never seen Jimmy.
I had never seen
so
him.
you know all the lore on Jimmy and you have read all the receipts about on Jimmy, but you had never seen Jimmy.
He looked like a fedora wearing fucking, just by the way he was white knighting himself. Like this man has a fedora somewhere. Milady.
Oh my God.
That's how that sounded to me.
Milady.
Dude, wearing a fedora. Fucking.
I can't stand fedoras, dude. My oldest daughter's dad, like he's from Philly originally, and he's like he used to have a collection of fedoras, and I fucking hated those fucking hats. I hated that, and I don't even know if it's I hated the hat or I just disliked him so much that
probably a combination of both.
Every time he wore it, it triggered the fuck out of me, where I was like, I fucking hate fedora.
Combination of both.
But yeah, I didn't realize that. Like, did it make sense after seeing him?
Yes, like, so much more sense. I'm like, yes, that makes sense.
Yeah. And here's the thing too about it is like, so I guess we'll share the story of Jimmy. So I met him through mutual friends, and he's in one of the communities, of course, that I'm involved in, and he, like, we've always just been friends from the start. Like, he's helped me out a couple times here and there with, you know, like in group settings. Like, keep in mind, in all of these interactions I've had with him, like, we met through group, like mutual friends in a group setting, and like all the interactions I've ever had with him in real life have been in a group setting with other people around. So it's never been like one-on-one, like necessary interactions. Like, we'll be in a group setting and like literally it'll be like me and like 2 or 3 other people, and we'll just kind of be like shooting the shit like this, but it's never like me and Jimmy like hanging out one-on-one or anything like that. So like this is why I got caught off guard by everything, because I was like, bro, Stata, what?
Yeah, so yeah, because you have said like he caught him off guard. So now knowing all of that with what he looks like, very much I see how he can get caught off guard. Yeah.
Why?
Because if it's never like a one-on-one thing, and then he's coming at you like that, it's like
where's this coming from? Because
right.
like what?
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah, so he would like, so he added me on social media because like we met and like we were friends, like whatever, not a big deal. Help me out here and there, and just like small things like, hey, can you help me move this? Can you help me with that? Like, it's not like, oh, come over to my house and help me like move this dishwasher or refrigerator or anything like that. Like, or even be like, bro, give me $20, nothing like that. It was just like, you know, in group setting situations. And he was like, yeah, whatever, not a big deal. Well, I didn't think it was a big deal, but apparently, I don't know, man. I gotta start lifting heavier and becoming more of an independent woman, because like I can't. I think these guys are reading it into it like, oh, she likes me because she asked for my help or something. But he added me on social media, and then he started like random night one night started messaging me, and pretty much was like, well, you know, he sent me he would send me reels and memes through social media, and I was just like, okay, whatever. And then he like just would like randomly message me about what do you say? Okay, so I wrote on my story, I'm reading the receipts. I'm reading from the receipts. So I wrote on my story, and he was like, it was one of my New Year's post about like, who are you kissing this New Year's? And he was like, randomly decides to write to me and say, nah, I'm unlovable. Haven't you heard? That's how we're starting this conversation. And I said, "You good, bro?" And I said, like, "I thought you had a girlfriend and doing that happy domestic life because this guy is a like, what do you call him? He's like always in and out of relationships, but then in between like the relationships, he's like a boo-hooer of like, I'm gonna die alone, but then jumps back into another relationship a week later. And it's like, and it's the very much the so like, oh my God, I love her, love of my life. We're broken up. I'm gonna die alone. Love of my life. Like how many times,
It's called
how
being
many,
miserable.
how many
Jesus.
loves of your life are you gonna find, my guy, in a year? That's crazy. And then he tells me, proceeds to tell me she broke up with me a week before the holiday, but I'll be all right. On top of that, da 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 da, like family issues. And I was like, WTF. I said, WTF, bro. I'm sorry. I said, I've been through it too. So I feel ya. Just making friendly conversation. And then the next day he messages me and says, I'm sure everyone says this, but uh like you can always talk to me. And then he gives me his number, which I do not save in my phone because I don't care. I have why are you laughing? I have I have friends that I can call. Like I appreciate you. Thank you for like being concerned and being like if you ever need anything, like I appreciate it, but like I'm good. Because it's like you're not in the circle of trust. Like if you think that I'm going to call you and divulge all of my like vulnerable moments in my life or when I'm crashing the fuck out, like respectfully, no. Like I have a small knit group of like community and friends that I can rely on that are my
Yeah.
dependables, like they're my anchors that I call.
Yeah.
And you, my guy, are real brand new here. So like
You're
so I just messaged him back nice and I was just like, I appreciate it. And then he's like, yo, let me ask you a question because I'm lost here. Me too, sir. Me too. So I go question mark. And then he goes like, am I really this ugly? Fugly is what he says with an F. As I think I am. Women are single till they see me in person. All of a sudden they got a man. I'm so fucking tired of games. You can be brutally honest. I know I'm a big fat fuck. This is literally what he wrote, not me. I get it, but damn. And I'm like, oh my God, you're fishing for an ego boost. So me being me, the nice person, I'm like, you're not ugly. Women are heartless, shallow whores. Because some of you are. And I said I said, people only think about themselves and what they can gain from it, which is valid and true. Once they don't see value, they move the fuck on. People suck. Dating scene is trash.
Yep.
And he says, it's trash being a good man sometimes. Bro, don't hit me with the I'm a good man.
Bro was stroking himself off.
Dead
like
ass.
That. Oh my God.
I hate it when guys hit me with the I'm a good man. That's not for you to decide, my guy. That is for me to decide and for the rest of it. You hear it in the feedback. Fucking annoying. But the whole good man thing, like, that's not for you to decide. That's for yeah. Okay. Anyways, I digress. And I said, I'm sorry all that happened to you. I really am. You seem like a good guy. I said, bro, I don't date for a reason. And he's like, I can't accept nearly anything from I can accept nearly anything from someone's past, and blank told me she did corn. I asked if she was clean. Then she said, I don't care about it. I'm here for who she is now. She got mad that and that's why she started arguments and eventually leaving. And I was like, well, damn, blank can go choke on a dick, but sounds like she gets paid to do that. I'm funny as fuck. And then
You see what I mean? Like she laughs at her own shit.
That's funny as fuck because she does corn, so of course she gets paid to choke on a dick. Anyways, I digress. And then he was just like, sounds like she wanted a specific answer from you, and he's like, I don't know what she wanted. I'm accepting blah 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 blah. Just like doing this whole thing about like everything he did to try talking about his relationship problems and shit. And then just gonna kind of skim through, get to the shit. He's saying that he's secure. And I'm like, but are you? Because you're in my DMs asking for an ego boost. Is that very secure? That's crazy. And
Yeah,
then I wrote him, I said, word of advice, stop jumping into relationships. Just take your time and go on dates and get to know people and decide what person is worth investing more of your time. And he's like, I've been, but she wanted me to cut off everything with all my female friends and anyone I ever flirted with, being big fucking mistake. And I'm like, that's a red flag. He goes, yeah, I saw it, but I was like, okay, maybe she's waiting to get serious. Like, why is that? Why is that your indicator of, oh, she's serious? Like, that's not seriousness. That's control. That's straight up control. If somebody comes into your life and they're like, oh, you can't have your friends, you can't have those relationships.
this gets better with time.
Yeah, it's like a fine wine.
So like
Of
even if
ice cream
even if
desserts.
even if it does melt, like how it's like supposed to be made, like it's still
It's still good. I know.
Okay, anyways. Dude, I'm saying you can't bring life-changing desserts when
Yes,
we
I
have
can.
shit to do.
Yes, I can.
Well, yeah, you can, but like, don't be surprised when I go off on a tangent on it.
So Mike's over here having a mouth orgasm. We're moving on.
I jizzed at least 3 separate times today.
Well, anyways, I said if she's not insecure, nothing you say or do will ever be enough. But to you or any guy. Anyways, so he's all like asking me like, hey, like, are you gonna come out? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I don't know, dude. I gotta, it depends on my work schedule. Blah blah blah. And then he's like, da 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 da. The whole like. And then I had posted some another story, IG story this time, and he was like, "Oh, I had a question about my story," and I was like, "Nah, whatever." And then he was like, I don't know, just trying to shoot the shit with me about like random ass shit, and I'm just like, okay. And like, keep in mind, these messages are dry as fuck. I can confirm they're dry as fuck.
Well, yeah. She's already a dry texter, but
I'm hella dry texter.
That's gotta be like intensified at least by 5.
Yeah, because he's asking.
I can just see the responses. It's literally like 5
Bro's
words
like,
or less.
It's like one sentence to his 3 paragraphs. I'm like,
no, it
bruh.
is. Like I'm literally looking at it. It's like a sentence to 3 whole paragraphs.
And it's like he's just like, it's just talking about like stuff that I'm like, okay. It's not that I'm like trying to be a bitch and like I'm just like, I'm like, bro, like I don't like, he's just like reaching
what do you want
here,
from me?
like reaching for conversation here that I'm like, I'm clearly not reciprocating back because I'm not.
Figure it the fuck out.
I have no like, okay, like that's so random. Good for you, like whatever. And then so this is gonna bring us. We are gonna go all the way down. So that happened around in November, and this is gonna bring us out to December. We're looking like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So then he goes. So about mid-December here. He goes, "You're too pretty for me to just believe you. I'm gonna need to see some ID, ma'am," because it was talking about my age.
Is that when did you show me the thread on the way to Dutch Bros that one night?
That was like,
is this time frame?
no,
is this
this
after?
is after.
Okay. Oh, so this is after that night.
No,
we went to
this
Dutch
is
Bros.
before that Dutch Bros
Okay.
night.
Okay.
I haven't talked to him in a hot minute. And then he says, "I'm not gonna stop lightly flirting, by the way." Is that what we're gonna call what you've been doing? Like messaging me about like things that I don't like, random ass shit that happens throughout the day that I'm like type shit, like literally will be my response, and like that's what you call like light flirting, is crazy. And then I literally respond with, "That's wild." And he's like, "Wow, you weren't lying," because I was talking about my age. So I sent him a picture of my driver's license to prove like my age, because he didn't believe how old I was. And he's like, "You weren't lying." Bro, what the fuck? If I'm gonna lie about my age, I'm gonna lie down. Like I'm gonna
Fucking up. Yeah.
why would I lie? Why would I lie to make myself older? That's
Right.
crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like, "It's actually totally normal. I mean, look at you hanging out with you one time. You're locked in. What? It's actually totally normal. I mean, look at you. Hang out with you one time. You're locked in." And I was like, "What do you mean?"
What do you mean?
And he sends me the dictionary definition of beautiful. And I say, "That's crazy." I literally said, "That's crazy."
That's crazy.
He's like, if that makes me crazy, I don't want to be sane. I said, he says, and I don't even respond. And he goes, that's saying it how it is. Don't respond. And then he goes, comments on one of my stories. And he goes, "You ain't some girl to me." Don't respond. Oh, and then I respond with, "Alrighty then," with Ace Ventura. That. And he just goes, "I don't know what that mean." And I was like, haha. And then we just end up sending each other emojis back and forth, or what is it, GIFs back and forth, because it's awkward at this point. And then I said, "Well, now you're fucked." And then just talking about asking about when I have free time. And so I'm like, "Sorry, guy, busy, keep a busy schedule," because I do keep a busy schedule. And then he was asking me to like link up, because there was the group of us that were gonna go. They were supposed to go downtown. And he was like, I was like, "Yeah, I might go. It depends, because I have the chitlins that day, so it just kind of depends on the kids and all that kind of stuff." But I was like, "Whatever, I'll let you know." And then he says, I said, "Also, sir, I've explained where I stand on." Oh, because I think he asked me on a date. Did I skip over that? Yeah. He was asking, he's like, wants to take me out on a date. And I was like, I had already previously explained to him before where I stood on that. And I even had to reiterate that. And I said, "Also, sir, I've explained where I stand on dating and relationships. Trust me, I make a better friend than girlfriend by far." And I said, because he wanted to take me out for drinks. And I said, "Also, I don't drink." And he goes, "Oh, fair." And then he goes, "Highly doubt that about like me making a better friend than girlfriend." And he goes, "Good to know. I didn't know that you didn't drink." Well, yeah, because you don't fucking know me, because you
Right.
keep like trying to like none of the conversations that we had up to this point was him ever trying to get to know who I
There was
am.
clearly no substance.
It was just like random ass shit, like him in his car or him doing something at work or whatever. Or I'm like, that is not getting to know me. You're not trying in the slightest bit to know who I am. You're just sending me random ass shit throughout your day, pulling for straws to try to have a conversation with me, instead of like taking the genuine time to build that rapport. I digress. And he's like, "I understand your reserved stance on it and having kids and all. I don't know all of your past, but I'm not a playboy. I'm looking for my rock, and you're pretty fucking great. So for you, I'd move the world." So we're gonna start by love bombing me. Okay. And I said, "Sir, I'm very I said, "Sir, I'm very mid, and I never asked you, I never said you're a playboy. It's not fair. It's not for me in this life. I don't wish to cry myself to sleep ever again." I still stand on that. And he says, "You're absolutely not mid. Don't talk about yourself that way. I would never make you cry. I'll treat you like a queen you are."
So cringe.
And I said, "No one intentionally does." He replies, "There's No such thing as accidentally making someone cry. You talk to your partner and work through shit. And I reply with, yeah, but that doesn't mean I won't cry. I'm sensitive, not soft. And he says, part of being a man is manning up to your issues. Do your best to never let your partner get there in the first place. Sensitive is okay. Here's what you can expect from me. My eyes, my emotions will be for you. You alone will never have to worry about me being at all flirtatious with anyone. If there's someone you don't like me talking to, boom, gone. It's that easy. Mike is so cringed the fuck out right now. So I reply with, well, what makes you think the guy's maybe it's me that's the problem all the time? And he said, I know you enough to know I don't have to worry. Do you though? Do you know me like that? Because I don't think you know shit about me because you didn't know that you didn't even know
That's
that I
my
didn't
favorite.
drink.
That's my favorite thing. Whenever you bring up all these dudes, they always say, "I know you enough."
I know. And
That's
it's
like
funny because
one of the common denominators with these dudes. Oh, I know who you are.
like, do you though? Do you? Like, who are you trying to convince? Yourself or me that you know? You know me.
Yep.
And I said, and I literally the next line of the next thing I reply with is, "Oh, you think you know me?" I literally said, "Oh, you think you know me enough? Respectfully, what do you know about me?"
Clocked him.
Word for word.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, enough to know you don't throw ass around. I do throw ass, but just not like
See? Strike two.
Sir, you don't know me. Have you seen me in the mansion? And no, enough to know you don't throw ass around. You're loyal and devoted to your children. You have an amazing taste in music and bikes and video games. You're short, you're goofy, you're so beautiful, and you've been hurt in the past. But I'm not pretending to know everything about you, but I want to. So you pretty much know what you see on social media. And you think you know enough. I said, I'm just better alone. It's better for everyone that way. I will always be in your corner as a friend. I value my friendships deeply. This is me telling this guy, you're in the friend zone, my guy. That's where you go, you live, you sleep, and you die.
The Grim Reaper.
You have you have a bunch of friends over there, so I don't know, you're not going to be lonely. He replies and says, it's not better for everyone. Take the chance. Something amazing could come from it. Are you really telling me you don't want cuddles? Because I'm a very affectionate person. I'll hold you for hours. Offload some of that stress onto me. You don't have to go through life by yourself. I'm a man. Let me be a man for you. Let me take you out to lunch or dinner one of these days. It's one thing saying things in text. It's another looking in your eyes and saying it.
I'm going to throw the fuck up right now.
You should see my face when I was like writing, like I was having this conversation with him. It was like this. Bro, I literally told you already, like, no, thank you.
Right. So at this point, we're working on the third time saying no. By the way, keep that in mind. She has said no multiple times during this conversation.
I replied to him. I said, I'm not by myself. I have my kids and my family. It's not for me in this lifetime. And every time I ever tried, I'm reminded why it's not.
Number 4. The fourth time her saying no.
He says, but have you ever had someone treat you like a queen that you are? I'll drop my plans and at the drop of a hat if you asked me to. I said, yeah, it's called love bombing. Never lasts. And then he replies with, well, if you think that's what I'm trying to do, you got me all wrong. Plus, I'm great with kids. I swear to God, if another motherfucker comes at me and he goes, I'm great with kids, I didn't ask ask if you're fucking great with kids. My kids don't need a daddy. I do. Okay. Anyways, but I'm like, bro, what do you mean you're great with kids? To assume that you would even be a part of to assume so much that you would be a part of my children's lives, where you would have to make that like we are so far ahead when I haven't even agreed to go on a date with you, and you're already like planning to be involved in my kids' lives is wild. And he's like, yeah, I want someone to love for a long time, ever hopeful. And I said, I don't think that I was answering your question you asked me. He goes, let me treat you good like I know I can. I know how you have kiddos, but if you have time to come tonight, even for 10 minutes, if you don't think, I think you meant to say, I don't think you'll regret it, and it would mean a lot to me. So I'm not going to give up trying to date you. Sorry, you're too amazing to let slip through my fingers. Or I could come to you and cook for you. I'd also do that. After I've already told him no. Do you think popping up at my place so you can cook me dinner is going to be like, oh yeah, well. Like, I mean, I know that I've said like, okay, intentional, but like, if I tell you no, the intention needs to stop.
Yep. The first time.
If I've made my stance with you very clear of like, I am not interested in pursuing anything with you, and like, then that's that. Because keep in mind, up to this point, before this conversation even happened, I had already noticed that he had jumped from relationship to relationship to relationship to relationship. I already know, like, dude, you were searching for something that you're missing within yourself in relationships, and I don't want to be a part of that shit. Like, I'm not trying to do this whole drama shit where you're gonna jump. I'm your next fucking.
He's a serial fucking relationship hopper.
Yeah, and it's like, look, go to fucking therapy. You don't need a girlfriend, my guy.
No.
You need a fucking therapist to work through those issues, because there's something that you're lacking that you're trying to find in a relationship, and I don't want to be a part of it. It has nothing to do with like the way that you look or the fact that you're heavier set or any of this stuff. It's like, I don't want to date you for simply the fact that you go from dating one girl, breaking up, crashing the fuck out all over the internet, and then you're in another relationship a week to 2 weeks later. That's messy as fuck. Like, are we 16? Like, I don't have time for that shit. Like, that is the reason why I did not have any interest in you. Like, clock that shit, see that shit, move the fuck, like, we're moving on from that. And then, so I just pretty much told him, I was like, yeah, I've got plans already with some other friends. I don't know, we might all stop by, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, all right, well, we'll be there. Blah, 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 blah. So then I ended up going downtown that night and linking up with my friends. And then we all have like mutual friends. My friends and my other mutual friends all know each other. And so we were linking up, and like we got there downtown where they were at, and like dude didn't say shit to me. So like dude's over here being like, let me take you out, let me take you out, let me treat you like a queen, let me do all this stuff, let me be your man, let me be a man for you, blah 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 blah. But then like, so we pop through, we roll through because everyone's there, and we're just like, oh, just stop by, say hi, and then dude doesn't say shit to me, and I'm like, all right, well, I don't give a shit. I'm still gonna go on with my merry life and do what I'm doing. Don't care. And so, and then he asked me to like link up, because he's like asking what I had plans with some with a friend that day and the next day, and he was like, oh, can I tag along? I'm like, yeah, whatever. And so like he ends up like wanting to link up with me and my friend, and then so he meets us at where we're supposed to be meeting some other people, because like we're just fucking friends. So I'm like, I don't care. Like, dude, like we're all just hanging out. We're all just friends. So he shows up to the place. One has a fucking attitude. He just looks like he was like really upset. And I asked him. I said, "Are you good?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'm just like in a mood today." And I'm like, "Okay." And so I was just like, "All right, well, I'll let you be then, because I'm not trying to like get fucking catch strays from that shit." And even my buddy, who's a mutual, is like, is he good? I'm like, I don't know. He just said he woke up in a mood. And then I was like, are you sure you're good? He goes, yeah, I'm just in a mood. You know, you never just wake up in a mood. I'm like, no, normally I don't wake up in a mood. I normally don't wake up and I'm pissed off at the fucking world. something has to fucking happen to put me in a mood like that. So like, are you good? Again, asking like, are you good? And he's like, I'm just in a mood. I'm like, all right, dude. Like, I asked twice. If you don't want to talk about it, I'm not gonna fucking force you. I'm just not. I'm not that person.
Right.
People, if or when they want to talk about it, like, you know where to find me. You you have my socials. You know how to find me. Whatever. So then we go and we decide after we were at the store, we were gonna go to get food. So we went over to one of the burger places, grabbed some lunch, and like it was super busy. It was lunchtime, and so we were sitting kind of like over like almost like a, it's not like a bar, but it was like a bar, like the table setting was like a bar
high
style.
top. Yeah, it was like a high top.
But it was like against the window, so
Yep.
it's not like you can sit on the other side. You only can sit on the one side.
Yep.
And so we're sitting there, we're eating, and I'm the smallest out of everyone in the group. So I grabbed the chair that's closest to the wall because as a guy, some of the guys are bigger, so it's like you need
fucking
your
scrunched in between fucking
dude. Well, because you guys need the arm room and shit.
Know,
so I'm like, well, let me
obnoxious
like
with
get
the elbow room, fucking
trying to eat your burger like a
Yeah.
T-Rex, like. So we're eating, and I'm just like, I'm working on content while I'm eating my lunch. One of my other mutual friends is like, he's same thing, but he likes to like send me fucking reels while I'm next to him, and he's like, look at this, look at this, look at this, look at. I'm like, bro, let me.
Because he does do that.
He does. You know who I'm talking about.
He does do that.
Look,
he does that to me. Yeah, he just like, dude,
look,
isn't it funny? I'm like, brother,
like,
yeah, this is hilarious.
Okay, my guy. So I'm over there like trying to edit content /
really
like every 2 seconds. Yup. And so I don't know what happened. He was like sitting on the end, and then he like got up, answered the phone, and like I'm just like, my mutual friend is like, is he good? I'm like, I have no idea, dude. He's in a mood. I don't know. He gets up and he ends up like leaving the restaurant, and he like, before he leaves, he's like, well, I gotta go. I'll see you guys around. Grabs his shit and leaves. And we were like, okay. So we didn't say anything about it. I was just like, whatever. I guess he'll hit me up when he's like, I'm not, once again, I've already asked twice, like, are you good? I'm not going to ask a fucking third time. So I just let it go. And I was just like, whatever. Like, he'll message me when he's ready to talk if he needs to talk.
Right.
And so, like, he ended up messaging me pretty much being like, oh, well, one of my friends said that your friend that you were with that day said that I was annoying you, and I don't want to be annoying, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? He's like, well, I have no reason. My friend has no reason to lie about any of that. And I was like, I don't think you're annoying. I just don't like want to pursue anything with you. I just want to be friends. And like, he's like, well, I'm just letting you know that like, I think he messaged me on one of the other social media pages. I can bring up those receipts to read exactly what he said.
Full documentation mode right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, because the fucking.
Oh wow, there really is a whole separate app.
Yeah,
Jesus.
There's a whole separate conversation thread. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and okay, and there's 3 of them. Whoop, sorry, that was the wrong app. So the thread pretty much like that was the last one where so this thread was also in December. Sorry. No, because in this one he goes, this is where he's like, just so you know, this is the one where he said that he was in a relationship. Remember? Midway through, like back in November, he had messaged me randomly. We're gonna kind of like backtrack a second. He had messaged me in November before the original thread that I had opened the story with. He had messaged me and he's like, just so you know, I'm in a relationship now. He goes, just so you know, I'm in a relationship now and I don't want to lead you on because I'm faithful. I'm a faithful motherfucker, just so you know. But you're cool as hell and I still want to hang out with you. And I just put the dead emoji and I said, I love that for you. Respectfully, I don't think we were ever there was ever anything between us except for friendship. So I'm not sure why you need to express this in such a way,
right.
But okay, pop off, King.
Right.
And he was like, well, I was hitting on you and stuff. And I was like, okay. And
It
I
was
was,
one-sided, brother.
yeah, literally, I was like, and I said, okay. And I was just being a friend. I'm not trying to date or be with anyone. I've explained this before. So, like, once again, I like from the get, I have literally told this guy from the start, I don't have interest in dating you. Like, even when he came at me and was like, oh, I have a girlfriend. Good for you. I love that for you. I hope you're so happy and it works out great. Like, but respectfully, we've only ever been friends, so I don't know why you need to tell me that you have a girlfriend. Like, I mean, I guess, like, if that's what you need to do to make yourself feel better, more secure in your relationship, pop off, king.
Right.
But like,
Right.
okay. So then when he came at me with the second message thread of like, let me be your man, I can treat you like a queen. I'm like, bro, are we dead ass right now? No. So diverting back to what I was saying though, so after he left and he was like, "Oh, my friend said this, that your friend said that. I have no reason to think my friend was lying." And I was like, "Okay, dude. Once again, I don't like nothing like that was said. I've already told you numerous times, but this is like over a course of like 2 months. 2 months, this guy was messaging me, and I'm like, respectfully, like, no, I do not have any interest in dating you. I've only ever tried to be a friend to you. Like, friendship is all I can offer. If you don't want that, then I don't know what to tell you. Because like that's like I, and I'm not trying to sit there and like really like destroy this dude's ego and like I don't know, just I'm trying to be more sensitive to the situation of like he really does like you're searching for something in a relationship. That's why you hop in and out of relationships.
Yeah.
And then I was telling me, I was like, all I can offer you is friendship. And he's like, well, I can't be friends with you and not catch feelings. So like I'm just gonna have to keep my distance. And I literally was like, type shit, understand, can respect that. Because like what
Yeah. What do you? Yeah. Yeah.
what do you
yeah.
want me to say? No. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Like, sir, we weren't even that good of friends. Like, what do you mean? We were more of acquaintances than we were friends because you didn't even want to give it an opportunity for us to build a friendship.
Right.
So, like, what are you talking about? That's
Right.
crazy.
Yep.
And then, like, a week after that is when our mutual friend that was with me that day sent me a screenshot of this guy on a dating app. He was on one of the local dating apps, and I was like, I am not surprised by that at all. At all. And like I said, he had popped up on my one of my social media pages, and I was showing Mike his picture yesterday because I didn't realize that Mike had no idea what he had looked at. Like, and yeah, that's why I was like, yeah, I was like, oh, I never showed you what Jimmy looks like. He's like, no, you've never showed me what Jimmy looks like. And I was like, yep, that's Jimmy. But I don't know, man. Like I just like he like oh he had and after that had happened where he was like I can't be friends with you without catching feelings for you. He deleted and blocked me off of social media. And so I had I think I had texted him and I was like no, he had deleted and blocked me. And then I didn't realize it until like I went to go message him asking like if he was good. I think it was like later on that day, and I realized that he had blocked me because the icon was grayed out, and I was like, "What?" And so I had my mutual friend that I was with look up his account, and he could view his account. I couldn't.
Yep.
And so when he unblocked me, and I was like, blocking me off social media is crazy. And he goes, "I didn't block you. What are you talking about?" And then he sent me a screenshot of the login page. Like, what? That proves nothing, my guy. Like, anyways, I didn't care. I was just like, whatever, bro. And then he was like, just like bizarre, just so bizarre. Like that we weren't even like talking. We never talked like that. But you felt the like need to block me off social media because I didn't want to be with you. And I told you several times over the course of 2 months that I did not want to be with you and I was not interested. And like you still could not take the hint and you wanted to try to like love bomb me and like white like you said, white knight. He tried to white knight me with the whole I'm a good guy. I'm a good man. I'm this and I'm that and blah, 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 blah. Let me take you out to dinner. And it's like, dude, how are you going to ask me to take me out to dinner? But like when you're around me in real life, you don't even fucking talk to me or communicate with me.
That's the crazier thing. Like he begged and pleaded for you to meet up with him with whoever you were doing that night. Had his opportunity and what was his demeanor in there? Was he like purposely ignoring you, or was he like shy?
Dude didn't even make eye contact at me. Didn't even look my way. He was just there.
So I'm wondering too. So like, dudes will 100% act like that in front of somebody that they're interested in.
Yeah, but like,
to pull you in to initiate the conversation, though.
but I'm not that person.
Right, and
That's what I'm saying.
right.
It goes back to knowing me.
Right, yes.
Because look, like I've said before, I'm not going to chase you. If you like me, you better fucking speak up and make it known and move with intention, or you can fucking sit in the friend zone and watch me live my best life without you. I just don't have fucking time for it. I'm not going to, if I chase you, that makes me the masculine, and that means I get to peg you, and I'm not into that once again. Like, I'm not doing that shit. Like, I'm just not. I'm not that girl. Like, I will give you, I feel like I try, like, there's got to be some kind of level of physical attraction, though, too. Like, with Jimmy, like I just never looked at him like, and I think a lot of it has to do with his self-esteem. Has nothing to do with him being a bigger guy. I've dated bigger guys before. I do not, like, I don't, everyone's like, Lani, what's your type? And I'm like, I literally don't have one. I don't have, like, there's not like a certain kind of race or style or height or anything like that. Like, I have dated dudes that are 6'2". I've dated very athletic looking guys. Like, I mean, like, I've never dated a bodybuilder, but like athletically fit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah. I've dated thicker dudes. I dated short guys. I've dated guys with dad bods. I just don't. I don't look at people's physical appearance and think like, huh, like it's to me. It's, I don't know. I think also a lot of that goes back to like last week's podcast where I went through that DV situation. So I really changed the way that I view how I like find interest in like what attracts me to people. And so it's less about physical and more about like, are you going to hold space for me? Are you able to, like, do you provide consistency and safety? Like, that's the shit that I look for. Like, I could give a fuck less like if you have fucking no body hair or all the body hair, or if you have abs or no abs, or if you can fucking, press whatever. Like, I don't fucking care. I care about who you are as a person and your morals and your integrity and in alignment. Like, you could be a good person, but just not be the person for me, because we have to have a certain level of alignment. Like, do we want the same things in life? Because somebody could be a very good match for me, but I may not want the same things out of life that they want. Mm-hmm. I think that's what happened with me in Russia, where it's like, I was all about him and I like everything was great, but like at some point something happened where we were no longer aligned, and what he wanted for himself in his future is not how I saw my life going for me in my future. And because of that disalignment is why things dissolved very, very quickly. And I think that's okay. It doesn't make them a bad person. It just doesn't make them my person. But I think for him, he doesn't look at it like that, because it's constantly, I just need to find somebody. I need to find somebody. I need someone to fill this void. So I hop from relationship to relationship to relationship. And it's like, dude, you need to figure out what's missing within yourself, because if you're not okay by yourself, how the fuck are you going to be okay being with somebody else? Like, because you're constantly still going to be looking for that thing that you're trying to fill. Like, a person is not going to fill that. My therapist tells me all the time I'm too comfortable being alone. She's like, you're way too comfortable being alone. I'm like, yeah, but I don't like, it's just like, if it's for me, if it's meant for me, it'll happen. And the right person will come into my life at the right time when it's meant for me. Like, I'm not going to sit here. That's why I don't do dating apps. I don't do any of that shit. Like, what's for me. I fucking hate that phrase. What's for me won't miss. But in a sense, it's kind of true, where it's like, like if you like me and you have interest in me, like, step the fuck up. Or what's going to happen is you're going to see somebody else is going to step up and you're going to miss your opportunity. But also respect the fact that if you try to shoot your shot and I say no thank you, because of, for whatever reasons that I see that it's not for me, just be respectful of that, and like understand that, like, when someone says no means no. That doesn't mean try harder. Like, I'm not playing that fucking game. If I'm telling you, because I will tell you exactly what I need and what I want, and if we're not in alignment, then that's a no, because I'm not going to waste your time or mine. Then just be like, okay, like if all I can offer you is friendship, like you can take it or you can leave it. That's on you. Mike's quiet. Type shit. Two weekends in a row I made you quiet. Am I triggering?
Yeah, always, all the time.
But that's pretty much like the Jimmy story in a nutshell. I mean, I don't know. Like, he still hasn't added me back on any of the social media. It's not that I care. I'm just kind of like, whatever, my guy.
You stumbled on him yesterday, then?
That was on FB.
Oh, that was fake. That wasn't. That wasn't Instagram.
Was that IG?
I thought it was Instagram. Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what? Maybe. I was like, did he follow me again? Because I never stopped unfollowing him.
Right. Yeah.
So when he unblocked me, I don't know if that means that like
you still follow him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I have no reason. I think it's fucking weird when people are like, I'm gonna delete you and block you, blah blah blah. Like,
it's like cool.
I don't care, dude. Like, social media is social media. Like, I don't care. I don't think I've ever unfollowed somebody. I'll unfollow like in first. Like, I'll unfollow you if you unfollow me. Like, if it's a situationship that dissolved itself.
Oh, damn it.
Fuck around and find out, Mike.
I already know. No. I already know. I know. We're not.
But like, if a guy like unfollows me and like blocks me or unfollows me on social media, like, I'll match your energy and I'll unfollow you back.
Yeah.
Like, type shit. Respect the space. I get it. Yeah. Like, some people need that. Like, but I'm not the person I could care less, dude. If you want to like follow me, not follow me, you want to creep on my story, like, that's on you.
Hey, you want to hurt your own feelings? That's on you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. But I don't know, it's just bizarre. Some of these guys.
That just fucking goes into what we're talking about last night before we ended. It was just like, dude, people will move funny in front of you. Like, they will play in your face. Expect you to not react to it, but when you do, then you're the fucking bad person.
Yeah, that's how it always is. That's not like, people like to make me out to be the villain, and it's like, I have receipts on everything. So if you want to make me out to be the villain, that's on you. Like, I was very clear with where I stand. I owe anyone that's ever tried, like, anybody that's ever tried to talk to me can say that I was very, very clear on where I stand and what I need, because I've been through enough therapy and I know myself and I have enough self-worth and valuing and self worth that I'm like, this is what I need. This is what I want. If that's not you, that's okay. That doesn't mean that you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that you're less than. It just means that you're not my person, which means that we will make great fucking friends. Like, I will rally for you. I will support you. I will be your female friend that can give you advice. I got you. But like, does not mean that like it just means we're not good together. Because it's not fair for you to sit there and tell me like, oh, I can be all these things and I can show up for you, and then like I give you the benefit of the doubt and then you fall short, and then I'm just disappointed. And then I'm heartbroken and disappointed, and then you're like, yeah, being like, well, I don't understand why you're upset. Because I'm sensitive, not soft. No, I compromise too much when it comes to that kind of stuff. In the past, I have compromised a lot. And I've been like, oh, well, I remember like before I had met my ex-husband, I remember thinking like, oh, well, like after going through that situation where I got my shit tossed all the time, thinking like maybe what I want, that's where that kind of belief came in of like, maybe what I want doesn't exist. Maybe I just want like calm and boring and all that. And that's what I got. Like, I pendulum swinged so hard in the opposite direction because I just wanted something that was just not chaos. And it's not that I want chaos now. It's just that like me now, me healed, me, so separated from all of that past stuff. I'm like my wants and needs are so different now that I've dealt with a lot of that trauma that I didn't deal with when I first like got out of that situation, that like I yeah, like I know now more than ever that what I want in my life and what it looks like for me. And that's my thing too, is like when I talk to guys and they're like, "Oh, well, what are you looking for?" I'm not fucking telling you, because I want you to show me, because time and time again I see and meet people and they're like, they will try to show up for me the way they think that I want, and they want to be what I need, not who they are. Because I want you to be who you are, because if who you are isn't what I need, then you're not for me and it's never going to work. That's just that's what it comes down to. And I feel like people will change up the script because it's like they like this idea of me and they want to, I don't know, sometimes I feel like it's like the trophy that like they want to, I got to bag the unbaggable. And it's like, dude, it's not like it's not like a flex. It's, I have certain things that I'm looking for and certain things that I'm like non-negotiable on, but like that doesn't mean that it's less of you. It's for, I have to be selfish in this because I have kids to think about. And also, I'm not going through another fucking divorce again. Like that shit was so expensive. Like I'm not doing it again. If I ever get remarried, that's it. It's done. Tell the grave digger he better dig too.
I mean, it just like goes to just like what we were talking about like last night. It's like I have that situation of somebody also who's trying to come around full circle, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I gave this person one genuine attempt to show this person who I was, not coming nefarious, not coming malicious, being aware of what they were going through at the time. And I offered myself 100% of my genuine self, and I let them play in my face 3 separate occasions. And then I finally had enough of it. I walked away. This person went off, did their whole thing. Their new situation blew up in their face, and then I get a random, hey, like, you're not gonna sit here on my phone that I fucking pay for and try to come around full circle. Like, I'm not.
It's just
doing
deceitful, like what they were trying to do too. Like my whole thing is like, if you're my man and I got a boyfriend and we're a thing, like we're officially a thing, like fucking, like I'll tell people that. But like, it's shady for, it's just shady for that person to be like hiding shit and being deceitful. To me, it feels like almost like they wanted to keep you on the back burner and they didn't want you to know, because in case it doesn't work out, they want you to be the one to pick up the broken pieces and like keep their bed warm.
At a time, that probably would have been a thing. Probably at one point in my life where she would have, we'll have to cut that, but they would have tugged certain heartstrings, and I would have, I would have, 100% I would have. But my trauma, my healing, all of this other stuff, that individual no longer exists. And that's not, I don't mean to say that in a cynical way. I don't mean to say that in a negative connotation. It's just the shit that I have been through, that person cannot exist for my own sobriety, because that person would have also destroyed everything that I was doing to be there for that person, that I would have just been a tool.
No, I get that completely, because I think that's so weird, because I was thinking about that, literally I was thinking about that the other night, where I was like, actually last night when I was driving home, I was like, the thing that like scares me, because I've been asked before, like, are you afraid of like falling in love? And I was like, no. And I'm like, no, I think a part of me sometimes is like letting myself fully immerse in that, because like I know how I am, and I know that when I love somebody and when I like truly like am like in love and like love somebody, I scare myself, because there is no bounds to what I won't do for the person. Like in that, to me, is like I like almost like lose myself in it, because I'm like, yeah, it's not even like, oh, I changed who I am. It's just that more of like, nah, dude, like you want me to move across the country, you want me to move continents, you want me to like do this, you want to do that, like I will make it happen. And then it's like an I'm when I'm all. And this is what like I've made a comment before when Tasha has told me that she gets worried about me because she's like, when you love so hard and so deeply. But this is also why I'm very, very careful about who I entertain in that, because it's like, if you like, because I think all these guys want me to get to that plate when they like Jimmy and all these other past situations, they like want me, like want the opportunity. And it's like, dude, for me to even give you I'll give you an opportunity to talk to me and to like try to like open those doors. But for me, for you to sit there and be like, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, I want you to be all like, I don't take that shit lightly. If I'm giving you the opportunity to be in a relationship with me, it means that I see something in you, and that's very, very, like that's there's alignment, and I see something enough in you that's worth the risk for me to potentially possibly lose myself in, because I'm hoping when I'm taking this risk, I'm putting faith that you are not coming at me with nefarious intentions, that no, if I lose myself in this moment and in this feeling, that you got me, and that I'm not going to spiral in a downward toxic slope, that it's going to be something healthy and positive, that you're going to be the other half of me that's going to balance me out to be like, you're good, I got you, and like nothing. I'm not gonna implode my fucking life for you, because I will do that shit, and that's terrifying, to put all your faith and trust into one person and be like, here you go, here's my entire life and all my heartstrings on a fucking silver platter. Please don't fucking destroy it and destroy me, because I like, yeah. So yeah, I guess in a sense sometimes maybe I am.
Type shit.
Type shit.
What?
If you were a
What?
Pokemon, what Pokemon would you be? I think you'd be Snorlax.
I am sleepy all the time. Now, growing up, I would definitely. It's funny. I was saying Machop and Machoke last night. Definitely that series.
Machomp?
Machop, Machoke,
Machop?
Machamp.
Machop? That's who I am.
I'm
right
in
now.
my Machoke era right
I'm
now.
in
I'm
Machop.
trying to fucking.
I got baby muscles.
She's gonna let me bench press her.
Yeah, I told Mike, I said my only stipulation with that is that you have to record it, because if he drops me, that shit's gonna be funny as fuck.
Well, what I was saying too, have you seen the fails where the chick is on the barbell and then she falls face first?
There's a reason now when I do like if I'm doing squats, I have to put my hair in a bun, because I've seen all those reels
Yes.
of girls getting their fucking hair ripped and scalped and shit, and I'm like,
Yep.
brother, new fear unlocked.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Jimmy.
No.
Who is that? Who the fuck is that?
No, bro. Jimmy,
Who the fuck is that? Then?
Jimmy and that guy are two completely different people. I know. I forget. I forget when I tell these stories. I need to start showing Mike the pictures of these guys I'm talking about, because he's like, who
Just
the
names.
fuck?
Just names. There's firefighter. There's that guy. There's now Jimmy. Who the fuck is
I can't.
that?
Give me your phone. I have to pull them up on yours, because they have me blocked.
Oh my god.
I'm blocked on all these.
Wait, so that's the answer? No. It's like, what the fuck?
No.
Dude, it's like, dude, I swear, like, yeah, I would have to fucking see them.
Not Mike giving me that look. Are we dead ass? Oh, you dropped it.
Yeah,
Watch it,
that was like
watch it like the photo.
This just makes me want to cut off my mustache now. Just fucking grow a beard like Jim Jesus. Fuck it.
Fucking cut off. I'm not cutting off the mustache and growing a beard.
No, that made me look homeless. Facts.
Who else? Who else have we talked about?
Russia.
Oh, I'll show you Russia. You're gonna laugh. I already know you're gonna be like, really, Lani? Because that's what you say about all my exes, or situations, or any dude that I entertain. You're like, really? What?
That guy that came to pick up the hoodie was probably one of the biggest what the fuck Lani's ever. Like, that guy looked like a fucking dweeb.
He does play Dungeons and Dragons, so
Look, and I'm a fucking nerd. Like, I would build my own Magic the Gathering like decks to play, like deployments. I play D&D. Like, I get it, but that guy.
what? Look, do you see what I'm saying? Where it's like I don't judge people based off their like appearance and stuff like that.
I sure as fuck do.
I know you do.
I judge you all the time. No, you judge me all the time.
Fuck, I have a picture of him. It's just gotta find it.
Damn, satellite ears. Okay. No wonder he's trying to fly to Russia. He's trying to take you with me on those
Michael,
Dumbo ass satellite ears.
Michael. Did I ever tell you I ran into his doppelganger?
Shut up. Where?
Look, doesn't this guy look like his doppelganger?
Oh.
Yeah, one of my mutual friends was like, "There's no way that's him." I'm like, because in the whole interaction, I was like staring at him. I was like, "It looks exactly like him."
Guys, these are smaller.
It's dude. I like. It's like I
But
know.
like, first glance, yes, very
He
much
looked.
so.
I wonder. It could be his older brother though too.
I wonder.
Because I've never seen his family.
They
look exactly alike though,
Mhm.
and I know he has an older brother. And I literally was like shook at like he was talking to me, and I was like I'll play the whole unmuted conversation for you, but you can hear me being like, like my brain was malfunctioning because it looks
that is very striking. That is very yes.
similar to him that it made me be like, because that's some shit he would do too. Come up to me and like me like
just like that too.
Like no, but I could see him knowing him come up to me and not be like, "Hey, how are you?" but just like recognizing me and have an interaction with me to see if I'd say anything. But I still would have reacted the same way because you're the one who fucking called it quitsies and you're the one who said you couldn't do it. So once again, the whole respecting boundaries thing. Like if you want to be somebody that I used to know, then I'll treat you like somebody that I used to know.
Also, one hit wonder. That guy disappeared too.
I know.
That's full circle. Yep.
But I don't think I think you're like the only other. I think you're like you are the only one like handful. I thought about getting on Beyonce's internet and making it a reel and being like, I need y'all to find this guy because I have all the fucking questions. Because like if it's his older brother, like I don't even know what I'd ask because I don't care. Because I sat there and I debacled it and I was like, is it his older brother? Is it him? I don't know. But then I was like, does it matter? Does it matter? Like even if he came back to the States for a month and that was him or his doppelganger or his older brother, does any of it matter? Because he said what he said. He said that he didn't want to like pursue anything. He said that he didn't want to like, you know what I mean?
And doing what he was doing on top of that.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, why? Why go looking for something
that's already non-existent and over and done with?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I get that. I mean, clearly that was like my whole like moment, November, December, like when I was like the former bestie, like, you know, that's something that like I struggle with, and that was pretty much like my whole thing too. It was like, why am I continuing? And then you sent me that TikTok, but you know, it's like I'm grieving in a person that's existing. Like, I don't know if she's still right down the road. She's right down the road from me, technically. If she still lives over there, I don't even know. But like, that's the same thing that I'm dealing with. It's like, why am I continuing to grieve somebody who chose to, you know, leave my life at the literal worst? Like, granted, there was very major circumstances going on with that, but like you have pointed out, my therapist has pointed out, you know, there are subtle nuances to that situation. It's like, yeah, sure, I was toxic. I was going through my alcoholism. I was picking fights for I was doing this, that, and the third. It's like, well, okay, well, you know, every action has a reaction. So what was she doing? She was enabling me because I did multiple times tell her, it's like, I think I have a problem. She's like, no, 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 it was just a bad night, or no, it's okay, like we're good, we're on talking, like, so she enabled it, and she enabled it by justifying that we were good. So there's subtle nuances to that whole thing, but it's just because I'm dealing with it, because that's just me knowing that I was indeed very much the main reason for the friendship dissolving. But at the same time, it's like, if she truly did care about you, if she truly did, because we told each other we loved each other all the time. Like,
Mm.
I met her kids, and so her kids at that point were calling me Uncle Mike, and so when all of that was going on, and when it was finally over, so I'm still dealing with that. So I get that.
I just don't like. I just try not to like recycle relationships and friendships, like in the sense of like, you told me how you felt. It sucked. I had to grieve the living,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have any interest anymore of trying to mend things that I didn't break.
And
Because if you cared, then you would have never even walked away to begin with. If you I'm a firm believer, if somebody legitimately cares about you and they want you in their life, they will not. They're not gonna fucking just walk the fuck away and be like, I can't deal with this, I'm done. Like, if they legitimately want you in their life, they're going to see that you're hurting, you're struggling, whatever, and they're gonna be like, look, what do you need from me in this moment to support you? Like, or maybe we take a step back and we don't hang out as much until we can figure our shit out, but like, I still got you, if you ever really need anything, and like, we can like, we're gonna have to like redefine what our relationship and our friendship or whatever that may look like. And so when somebody gives clear boundaries to me of, I can't have you in my life, or I can't because XYZ, I don't know, regardless of whatever the reason may be, like the point of, they no longer want me to have access to them, and they don't want to have access to me. The only thing I can do is respect that. Vice versa. Just be respectful of that. Like, it sucks, but like, but with that being said, it's like it like ingrains in my brain the last thing people say to me. It like ingrains in my
oh
brain.
yeah, yeah, that whole
And that's the shit that stops me from ever like reaching back out, because it's the same thing with freaking you want I will read you the last message that Russia sent me. I still have it. Of course I have it. I have all the fucking receipts. Why not? We're gonna have to scroll for a minute though. He said, Russia, the last text he sent me was, I've been debating myself if I should also text you. I also want to apologize for my part. I was pretty upset and frustrated about the fact that of you getting on another the fact of you getting into another accident and letting my emotions take control. I'm sorry. However, when you brought up the fact that I chose Russia over you, it made it pretty clear to me that there will be a constant problem between us, a hurdle I don't think we can cross. How I see it is, it's best to go our separate ways, and I can only hope to cross paths once again down the road under better circumstances. It's hard for me to even view your stories because I will always worry for your safety while on the road, and me not being able to be there when you need it most. And for that, I'm sorry. I wish you well. I never replied.
I have that.
But to me, I fucking read that shit and I bawled my eyes out, just like ugly cried, just because I mean I felt like that was very like. I mean, what do you? There's I didn't even know what to say to that. I just kind of like take it and like respect it and be like, I don't think that needs a reply back. Like, I wish you well is pretty final. And
Yeah, I don't have it. Thank God, because I'd probably start crying. So fucking, we're not.
yeet. So yeah, so like I'm just like that. I wish you well is very final. So I just kind of with that was like, alrighty, well,
I just think my grasp to understand is coming from that point of addiction, because I even at that point, like I said, I was becoming aware that I was having an issue. I was having
Yeah.
a problem. I voiced it, I concerned it. And so I'm also with that, like I'm very understanding, like I was at fault for like 95% of that. So I'm just having the, like you have already called, like I'm having an extremely difficult time letting go
Yeah.
of that, because I was at fault. So like right now I'm trying, I want to fix it. Like I legit want to fix it, but at the same time, like you have said, what my therapist has said, she had said she doesn't want that, so you're gonna have to let that go.
Yeah.
It's just extremely difficult. Like you had said, like we've been through XYZ together, like we were pretty much at the point where you and me are at.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's it's just something that, especially as an addict, that was like my one relationship that wouldn't mend, because I did step 9, and step 9 is, making amends at whenever possible. She was like, hey, I'm proud of you for doing this, but like, yeah, that it's she shut the door, so that's twice. But it's just I'm aware of that, I'm at fault, and I want to, like, I have remorse over it. And that's like the thing about, I'll say like, oh, I don't give a fuck about XYZ. It's like, well, I fucking do. I care overly too much. And that's something else that I'm coming to terms with, and I have to fix too, because like, it fucking sucks. It just fucking sucks when I know I overly care, I overly invest, I overdo all of this shit, but yet nobody understands that, like, I need understanding of who I am as a person. And nobody thus far.
No, I get it,
has
because I
been
was
that.
there for a long time, and I think I've just kind of most recently just moved out of that place to where like now I'm in a place of like I don't need to understand. It doesn't matter. I don't need for other people to understand, and I don't need to understand myself to realize that none of it fucking matters. They said what they said, and that's that.
Yeah, and I 100% get that. It's just me knowing what I had with that person.
No, I get. No, I'm saying is like I get that. I fully understand that, because this goes back to the conversation we've had before in the past, where I was like, I have that constant need of like wanting to understand everything and wanting to like fix everything and wanting to give people the benefit of the doubt and wanting to like
And yeah,
hear
she's the
people
only
out.
one that
Blah,
I
blah,
want
blah, blah,
that.
blah, blah.
She's the only one that I'm like still struggling. Like,
Right.
that's
So
it.
I spent years doing that, and so now I'm finally in a place of like it doesn't matter. You said
Yeah.
what you said. I respect what you said. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. I have to deal with it. I have to sit with it. I have to deal with all the things that you said to me and all the things with the things you did to me, and it fucking sucks. But like I can respect it and find a way to move the fuck on.
Yeah.
And I think that actually like pisses people off that I'm like that now, because I think they're so used to the reaction of me being like, yeah, pull it out of you, pull it out of you, pull it out of you, try, bend over backwards, cut myself open, bleed open for people. And so now that I'm not like that anymore, and I'm like, type shit,
Right.
like you said what you said.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, what?
Brother, what?
Like,
yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's how you felt. That's how you felt. If you didn't feel that way, then you
never
wouldn't
would've
have said it.
Yeah.
That's why when
Yeah.
people like apologize for saying things, I'm like, don't apologize, because that's how you felt.
Yeah.
Because if you didn't feel that way, then you wouldn't have said it.
Yeah.
And two things can be the same, true at the same time. Meaning, like you can feel that way in that moment. You can feel that way in the moment and not feel it like all the time. Like when you're angry with somebody, you can feel like, they're not listening to you or they don't hear you. Doesn't mean that you constantly always feel like they don't hear you or see you or feel you. Hear you or see you, but then in that moment it could feel like that, and that can be true, and then that can also be not true, that it's like all the time.
Right. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Type shit.
But we need to do a 24-hour one.
That would be so fun. Oh yeah, sorry.
I swear he's gonna do one of these days, and I'm just gonna get launched. I'm gonna go.
Oh my god, because that was something else we had talked about. Like I had flinched at her in.
He be playing way too much. We saw like last week's episode was all about like the DV stuff, and this motherfucker wants to be all fucking funny, and we're like talking in the car, and he fucking flinches at me, and I was like, I felt bad, which is crazy because tell me that's not a trauma response because I'm sitting there driving and he flinches at me and I go, and he goes,
mind you, it's fucking 1 degree. It is snowing. The roads on 25 are shit.
icy.
And I'm like, and then, but her clapback though was immaculate. She was like, I was going to make a joke about hitting you, but your DV situation was in a car with her driving. And I'm like, oh, you right?
Not me being self-aware enough in that moment to be like, we're not gonna go there because I like clocked that shit so fast. Dude, where I was like, you know what, Michael?
It was immaculate timing. Like I don't think you could have fucking timed that any more perfect because I didn't even laugh. I was like, oh,
he just sat there like,
you right.
You're right.
Shit.
He's like, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. My bad. And I was like, it's fine. And I said, I know you weren't gonna hit me, but like, do you see?
God,
I told him,
yes. I was like,
I literally shut my eyes on the middle of the interstate on black ice. I was literally like this. I was like, I told him, I said, I feel bad because I know you're not gonna hit me. I don't want you to like take it that way, but it's my trauma. My body remembers. Like, so like my trauma response is like,
God damn it. What a fucking asshole.
Not us laughing about our abuse. Laughing about our DV.
No.
All right, then. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.